All right. Hey, it's me. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and my name is Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry. World's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Highly underrated by people. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. I am still sick as a dog, guys. Absolutely terribly ill. I was Andrea is up there looking really like gloomy too. I mean, both of us are just down, like our bodies ache, and just racked with like, it's just the worst cold. Don't you hate that when you're like sniffly and your muscles hurt, like you just ache all over? So that's me right now. And I just went upstairs and I said, I'm gonna try to just talk because I got to do the high council tonight. I missed the high council last week. I can't miss it 2 weeks in a row. That's just inappropriate. And I'm supposed to be hosting it tonight. So I'm going to see if I can talk. And she's like, well, when you talk, you cough. And I was like, well, if I cough, they'll understand. If I cough, they will understand. And I will just say, I gotta go. Like that. And that's what I'll do. So if that happens, that'll be embarrassing. But I trust that you guys will understand. And you'll be like, Ethan's just not feeling well. He's just not doing that good. So we just have to understand. It's good to be here with you guys, though. Just checking in and seeing how things are. I missed an entire day's work yesterday. I still have 1.5 pages to go of Cyberfrog, which means I'm going to be working tomorrow. This Thursday, we're closing on the house. So 2 days, and we're closing on the house. We're getting out of here, and we're moving into our new place, which is just absolutely incredible. Andrea and I are just like, why? You know what it feels like? It really does feel like getting our own place, considering all of like the trouble that we've had to kind of get to this point together. Well, Stephen King put out a book called 11/22/63, and it was made into a TV show kind of thing for Hulu. And they go back in time and they try to stop. They're trying to change events of the past, like horrific events of the past. And one of the things that they're trying to do, obviously, is they're trying to prevent the Kennedy assassination. But it's such a like fixed moment in history that every time they try to make a change, every time they do something that would alter, the course of history, the present fights them and pushes them back, or something horrific happens that makes it impossible for them to do that. And both of us were like, it kind of feels like that. It's like we finally like pushed through. I had before I moved here in New Jersey, I kind of defaulted on my mortgage in my house on North Carolina because in North Carolina because I was way, way, way underwater, and a lot of personal stuff that I've talked about in other streams. Most of you who've been here know the story, but like having a foreclosure on your credit is horrific. But we worked through it. We kind of built our credit back up again, and got married, had Ava, and then we applied for a mortgage again, and we got one. We got one. But all the while doing this, like pushing through this, like to be right at the finish line to like get this beautiful house that we want. It does feel like it feels like here I am like sick, like sick as a dog, and we're like, oh my god, like we almost did it. We're almost like to happily ever after, and it's like I feel like falling over. So that is absolutely horrific. Hello, hello. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, use Andrew's credit. No, no, it's in my name. Uh, yeah. So, and in any case, yeah, it's pretty great, and we're very, very happy, and we're thankful to you guys for the continued support that you guys provide to us. Helping out and just keeping this just atmosphere of positivity and growth. I wake up every morning and I'm just like, yeah, it's just another day where I get to kind of spearhead this revolution in comics, and more as time goes by, it really does feel like ComicsGate is a permanent thing. I mean, it's just it's no longer a matter of hey, this is can we fight this battle? It feels like we've already won. And it feels like Comicsgate will go on. People who have the attitudes and the sort of philosophy of Comicsgate will replace the mainstream. I mean, it just seems inevitable at this point. Let me read these super chats real quick here, if I can. There we go. Mark C says, Uncle Ethan, take Jägermeister. Either it will cure your cough, or if you drink enough, you won't care. You know what I have here? I have a whole bottle of cough syrup that I'm going to swig if I can. If I need it. Jack Straw says, check out Super Harem on IGG. Hail War Campaign. Hail Caesar. Hey, Jack Straw, I actually looked at that. Do I still have it up? I looked at your campaign, and though it's kind of adult, people should know it's adult in nature. Let me just look it up real quick. It looks good. I mean, if you're a grown up, when most of the comics that I recommend, I try to say, hey, these are for everybody. So these are like family books. This book is a little bit sexy. It involves sex. But let me just show people so that people can get a glimpse of it here. 28 backers, 28 days left. This is Matt Wanger's Super Harem. Tim has a bizarre superpower. Any woman he has sex with gains superhuman abilities. That sounds like a pretty good line to me, Matt. That seems effective. So check this one out if you can. Mark Frazier says, Jersey representing from Burlington here. Oh, you're right in my neighborhood, Mark. You're not too far away from me. So cool. Hey, I wanted to also talk about one thing here. Trixie Kane Blood Reaper is the comic that is in the description right now. This is Nasser Rabadi's book. Now, the reason why I am now promoting Trixie Kane a little bit extra is because I just did a piece of artwork for it. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Trixie Kane, which to me seems like a pretty good idea. Wow, I did a lot of tweeting today. Oh, look, here it is. All right, so here's my piece of artwork. This is a trading card that everybody gets. It hasn't been colored yet. I don't know what Nasser's doing. Is Nasser going to hire a colorist for this? Or Nasser said, hey, it's a coloring contest. No, it's not a coloring contest. I will assign a colorist if Nasser doesn't, and I will send him the bill. Matt Horkin says, any real chance of Star Wars Clone Wars reviews? Yeah. Let me get settled in. Let me get settled into my new place. And I believe it. I want to watch all of those. And I want to watch them with you. Charlie's London says, congrats. I feel you. I'm completing my teacher training, bought an apartment with the hubby, and feel free. ComicsGate is a great inspiration for us. Yeah, without ComicsGate, I mean, this has just been completely a new world. It's been a new world for a lot of people. It opens up endless possibilities. All right, so this is the Trixie Kane trading card. This is the artwork that I did for it. And if you can, Steve Dye says, "Tear for the card, no book." I think it's the card as a giveaway if you do order the book. So the link is in the description. Support Trixie Kane and get this trading card that I drew. I'm going to be doing a couple of things. I'm going to be doing the cover for Vestige. And I'm going to be doing a cover for Lone Star. Also, I'm going to be doing a cover for the new Jawbreakers book, Jawbreakers 2, and that's going to be pretty soon. I got to finish all of these things up. So now that Cyberfrog is just right on the verge of being finished, I'm going to be getting around and producing more artwork for other people's projects, and hopefully doing more promotion for those. So I'm going to take a swig of this cough syrup right out of the bottle. Listen to this. Listen to this glug glug. Ugh. That is nasty. That is nasty. Hammer says, how much longer is Cyberfrog available? It's going to be available for like another month. I mean, I want to keep it open while it's at the printers, because I'm going to overprint this last cover. So we should have enough to cover anybody who backs it last minute. Yeah. All right. So in any case, here's what I wanted to talk about. I had let's see. I kind of made this tweet today, and it was extremely controversial. And we talk about ComicsGate and what it means to crowdfund a comic book. And people don't always want to hear what I have to say. I think that a few of us made it seem kind of easy, and people think, well, if all I need is a really good idea, and then I can get out there and I can promote my crowdfunded campaign, and then I can do really, really well. Now, I sympathize with this idea. I really do. But sometimes, like I said to somebody today, I'm like, I think I'm more Ward Cleaver than Jim Jones. Somebody wants me to be the leader of ComicsGate. And I'm like, well, if I were the leader of ComicsGate, I would be kind of a daddy figure, and I would kind of try to get you guys to, uh, be able to take care of yourselves. I don't want people following me and depending on me. I want people to be self-sufficient. I want people to have their own ideas and to be able to build up platforms that can, launch these campaigns. I look at guys like Gat Hanzo and Donald DeLay, who just launched Vestige. I mean, those guys started their war campaign, persona. That whole club, that group, they have their own YouTube channel and they have followers now. They have fans, and of course, they are going to succeed if they launch a campaign. To a certain degree, they're going to succeed. The bigger they get, I think, the more successful they're going to get. And the same thing goes with Umbrella Guy, who just launched his Indiegogo campaign 2 weeks ago, and Umbrella Guy is just rocking it. Umbrella Guy, look at this. Umbrella Guy has, I think he has 30. Does he have 31? He might have 30. He might have 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. And boom, look at this: $55,160 with 1,107 backers. That is success because Tug went out there and he built up his channel for like a year and a half. He built up his channel. He made his channel an important part of his career, and because of that, because of his social media efforts, he's able to sell a comic book now, and he's never done a comic book before. So what does this say? I mean, I think what this says is that you can sit there and you can do averages. You can average out, what it means to have this many followers and how that's going to translate to how many people are actually going to support your crowdfunding campaign. I've come to think that it's somewhere between 8 and 12% of the people who subscribe to your channel might actually buy your comic book, and that there are variables in there that are going to change that a little bit more, a little bit less. Somebody like Mike S. Miller or John Malin, they have long-standing careers, and they've done comics for a long time. They have fans who might be more likely to buy their comic than somebody like Umbrella Guy's comic. But I will tell you, and I told Twitter, a few ComicsGate creators are beating up on me, and I'm exaggerating, for not doing live streams to help promote their projects lately. That's because I'm sick and I'm working on Cyberfrog and, several different reasons. I just haven't been promoting other people's projects as much as I would like to. Let me drink for a second. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for understanding. I'm not feeling well. Mark C, thank you for $10. Wow. Aggravated. Forgot about Mike's weekly cover promotion, so I bought the variant that was available week 1. Would have rather saved my money for the EVS variant. Well, you're going to see my variant pretty soon. I'm really looking forward to drawing it because I already have the idea in my head. So, I want to get it down on paper, but I got to finish Cyberfrog first. All right. So, so this is the thing. Like, I want to be doing more stuff. I want to be promoting, doing more live streams and promoting people's comics. But you know why I'm not. And, I will get back to it. It's been a heck of a month. It's been a crazy month. I mean, when finishing Cyberfrog, I'm buying a house and I'm ill. So not great. All right. So I say, ladies and gentlemen, you must create your own audiences. And this is true. And this is me being Ward Cleaver. A lot of people took this like I'm trying to discourage people from doing, crowdfunds. No, no, no. I mean, everybody has their own different ideas about what they're looking for from their crowdfunds. But some people are looking to be extremely successful and make a lot of money and sell a lot of copies of their books. And if that's the case, if you're like me, and if you're like people who are kind of comic skaters who do want to see some success, this is my advice. You must create your own audiences and you must build your own platforms. If you don't have 25,000, it seems so big. That seems so big. I understand that. If you don't have 25,000 followers or subscribers, you shouldn't crowdfund yet. And by the way, followers, Twitter is different. I mean, I've been on Twitter since 2012 and I've only got 37,000, I think, followers. It's really hard to get 100 followers on Twitter. It takes time. But subscribers, it really doesn't take that much time. Let me drink again. It doesn't really take that much time. It takes consistent effort. It takes consistent effort. It takes, on YouTube, it takes you having an idea. Mark Frazier, thanks for $2. Missed my chat above. Having problem backing Cyberfrog. Oh no. Let me see. I'll get back to it. Let me finish my thought here. I'm going to go back and I'll read any super chats. And thank you for the super chats, guys. I appreciate it. We'll need it with the new house. All right. So all it takes is persistent and consistent effort, guys. You can do this. If this is what you want to do, if you actually want to do a comic book and you want to crowdfund it and you want to be successful, step one is to find your own market. Earlier today, somebody posted this on my Twitter, and it was like Mags Visaggio, and it was pretty astonishing. Look at what Mags Visaggio says here. She says, "Is there an entertainment business outside of comics that expects its creators to also double as primary marketing?" Now, this is weird because, first of all, I know for a fact that, at DC Comics, they don't want you to market your own books. They discourage it. They're like, we're going to do the marketing. You shush up. Like, they really don't want you to market the books because they want to market them their own way. And unfortunately, that means that oftentimes, if they don't consider your book to be a priority, then, look, you're out of luck. Like, they're not going to promote you. But the joy of doing what we're doing and being independent is we get to. This isn't a chore. It's not a chore. We get to market our own comics. We get to talk about our own comics. We get to do that. I love talking about my comics. I absolutely love it. Any opportunity I'm given to talk about Rainbow Brute, I want to talk about Rainbow Brute. I want to talk about Cyberfrog. This shouldn't be a chore. This should be the entire purpose of social media when you are, a comic book creator. People see you as, a creator. They see you as a creative person. And, it's like they would much rather hear what Mags Visaggio has to say about Visionaries versus the Transformers or whatever she's writing than whatever about politics or about the Nazis. This is a joy. I mean, it's an absolute joy to be able to market your own comics. And yeah, unfortunately, comics is so small. And by the way, people like Mags Visaggio have assisted in shrinking it to such a degree that I'm sorry, there really isn't there isn't some Madison Avenue agency that's out there to market your silly comic book that sells 800 copies. That is your job. That's your job. That's my job. That's our job. That's anyone's job who is going to launch their own comic book. So again, my advice, and people really took this badly, like how you're discouraging people. You're discouraging people from doing this. No, on the contrary, I'm just trying to say it does take work. It takes work. So my thing is to tell people, go out there and create entertaining content that attracts people. And once you get to a certain point, and I recommend 25,000. Again, that Umbrella guy waited until he got to 30,000 or 31,000 or something crazy like that, and then he launched his book, and he's doing great. That's just what I recommend. You don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever you want. And of course, the weirdos from anti-ComicsGate swooped in and said, "Well, some people aren't trying to pay their rent with comics." It's like, then what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Are you independently wealthy? Why are you wasting people's time producing a product that other people don't want to buy, that people aren't invested in? It just seems like an enormous waste of time. You could be devoting that time to doing something, I don't know, something better and done. Most of these people are producing awful comics anyway. I mean, just awful, awful comics that nobody's going to read. But I mean, just, yeah, I'm speaking specifically to people who want to be able to pay their rent with comics. And if that isn't you, then don't listen to me. I'm speaking to people who want to become independently wealthy doing comics, perhaps, but at the very least, have it become a full-time job. So that's who I'm speaking to. If that is you, then please do take my advice. If that isn't you, just be like, well, I'm just doing this for fun. I don't care if I sell 3 copies or 3,000 copies. It's that's not my interest. But yeah, I do recommend, and this is something that your boy Zach and I talked about way back last year when it was just like, we're going to do this. First, we need to build up our YouTube channels and make our YouTube channels make them double as you know a way to speak about ComicsGate, but double as a marketing tool. And it worked. It worked for both of us, and it continues to work for everybody who does it. So it's good. Oh, am I loud? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm talking and not really looking. Sorry guys. Is that better or is that awful? Let's see. Zebulon Pike says, "Yeah, but these lunatics crowdfund for bed bugs and sandwiches." I know, I know. See, this is the thing. It's like they crowdfund. They should be trying to earn bed bugs and sandwiches through their comics, but they don't. They think that the comics are more noble or more pure if they're not profitable, and instead they produce. They waste their time producing garbage that doesn't sell, and then they just ask you to pay their rent for them, and that is the way. That is the way it is. Sweetcast is here, says it works. You just have to work hard. Yeah, Sweetcast is somebody who's out there producing content every single day. It's consistent. It's good. He's already attracted a pretty big audience, and he's getting better. And Sweetcast, by the way, I'm not sure how many subscribers he has, but it's nowhere near 25,000. So there are variables here. He was able to utilize his audience. And Sweetcast, Clint, as I said, the usual result of this is that like 8 to 12% of the people that listen to you might buy your comic. I mean, what are you at, like 100%? I mean, you've got everybody buying your comic book, so it is very, very impressive. Yeah, nice. Yeah, he's only at 3,400, and I don't know how many books you've sold, but I think you're over 21,000 or something like that, which is pretty great. Pretty great. Okay, so let me go just double check back on these super chats. I think I can talk. My voice might sound rough, but it's not hurting. I mean, it might just be because I downed all that cough syrup just now. Fingers crossed. I got to do if you know what, if I don't do the high council tonight, Jeremy's going to yell at me again. And believe me, he does yell at me. He's like, "This is a job. You're not here. This is a job. You're a no-show at your job." I'm like, "Oh." All right. Let's see. Mark Frazier says, "Tried to back Cyberfrog. Every time I try, won't do it." That is weird, Mark. I don't know what to say. Are you choosing a tier? Are you doing it properly? Go down and choose a tier that you want, and it should be okay. You have to enter your address and create kind of a little miniature account with Indiegogo. If you do continue to have a problem, let me know. Michael Ross says a couple of bucks for the new house fund. Oh, thanks for $5. Appreciate that. Ben Hennessy's here. He says, "You're right. Your advice is the best chance for success for anyone that wants to create comics full time. If it's a hobby, then it's a hobby." And yeah, I mean that's not who I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to hobbyists. I'm speaking to professionals. That actually want to make this a full time job. Eventually, I mean, if it isn't right now, it'll be eventually. Comics Do Nord says, "I'm a prime example. In order to be successful, you have to market yourself. Guardians of Urloth didn't meet its goal. Pound pavement." Yeah, Guardians of Urloth. There's so many of these books that just kind of, yeah. I mean, it's sad. You gotta try again. You gotta find your crowd. Thunder Robot says, "Idea. When enough have told you they got their book, do a live stream read along." Oh, that's a pretty good idea. We just go through Cyberfrog and just read it together, once everybody kind of has it. Yeah, for those who are in here going, does Ethan have a cold? I do have a cold. I'm really run down. I'm very, very ill. And I haven't made a video. I didn't even dare try to make a video today. And I know that tonight is the High Council and I'm hosting it. So I can't even play it off. I actually have to do it. And I have to speak a lot. So I told Andrew, I was like, I'm going to go live and just talk. And just see how I do, see how I feel. Evan Von Scriver says, "Ethan, I told you to rest this weekend. You're fired." Yeah, I did. I slept. I was like in bed all day yesterday. I had to run a couple of errands real quick to finish off getting the mortgage. But, Jude Vanellian says, "Is Cyberfrog finished?" No, page and a half to go. I got to draw this scene it's already making me kind of physically ill to think about. I got to draw a scene where a Mack truck is covered in wasps and it crashes into another truck. And I'm like, oh, I got to do it. It's going to be, I mean, I could fake it, but I don't want to fake it. I want to do it right. Matt Wenger says, thanks for looking at Super Harem. Hey, my pleasure. And good luck with that. I mean, Super Harem looks like a pretty good book. Looks great. Ethan's going to faint on the high council. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. My high councils are pretty quick. I usually only do them for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. The other guys keep the high council going for like 4 hours. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah, craziness. Mayfield Juke says EVS is sick. Fix this now, Ethan. I'm trying to. I'm like taking all the meds I can. Andrea made me some nice vitamin C, like a drink. Andrea made me a big glass of orange vitamin C drink. And I downed it. I was like, glug, glug, glug. Like I glugged it and just handed the glass right back to her. Pedicab Avenger worries that the page will have boogers on it. No, it's not like that. I'm not like, my nose is not running. I'm just a little bit sniffly. Yeah. Diversity in Comics says, so you're not going to stream you're drawing the last page? No, of course I am. Of course. Well, I'm gonna stream me drawing the last panel of the last page. But it's not going to be tonight because tonight's the High Council anyway, and I have too much to I got too much to do to finish in one night. Yeah. Nevercold says Andrea's a great trad wife. Yeah, a traditional wife. She really is. Andrea, one of the things about Andrea is that she is I mean, she's they're not going to like this, but she's a real woman. It's like, the kind of woman that your friends dig and your mom approves of. She's awesome. She's totally awesome. She's completely selfless. She's beautiful, and she looks after me. So I did well with Andrea. Homeboy sounds soy as hell. You think I sound like soy based right now because I'm sick? Oh my god, that's awful. Oh, by the way, and I don't know what you guys think about this. So you tell me. I looked up and I found a recording studio right here in town. I found a recording studio right here in town. I can actually go out and I can record my songs, and I can get musicians to back up and like backup vocalists to help fill out my beautiful songs. I mean, that is, I'm really, I want to do like the bomb shelter song, and I want to get like a rap artist to come in and do a, rap section. David Hervey, thanks for $5. EVS, when are you, Jeremy, maybe Young Ripa, or anyone else going to do a live video on how to monetize your haters / SJWs? Yeah. Well, currently that's the Yellow Flash thing. He's talking about monetizing Renfamous, monetizing Mars Girl. I don't do too much of it. I don't do too much of the monetizing thing. I really do think that I don't have to overtly do that. I did do it the other day though, didn't I? I said I'm going to monetize this idiot who. What were they saying? Oh yeah, SJW Spider-Man said that I'd lost my ability to stream. Like I got some kind of punishment that took away my streaming ability, and so I monetized that, and I made like $200. It was great. You guys gave me a lot of tips for it. But I don't really, the monetization thing for me, monetizing SJWs is just, it's not a literal thing for me. You can do it that way. My thing is just to say, look, this is who they are, and we're the opposite of that. So if you look at them and say, I don't like what they're doing, I don't like what they're about, support what we're doing. Support what we're doing. Every time they act up, every time they act like monsters, we get to stand in stark contrast to that, and then our projects get support. Iron, thanks for $1.99. Yes, you should make an album. I'll buy it. Yeah, I can't imagine me sitting there in a studio. I mean, it would be so funny. It'd be so funny to do the last piece of George with full orchestra. Oh my god. It would be fun. And I made a list of my songs. I've got like 20 songs. I've got 20 songs, but like most of them aren't really finished. They're just like one verse. But I mean, it would be funny to do, and I would do it and maybe offer it as like I don't know, some kind of gift. I don't think it's that expensive. I looked at the prices. I mean, it's not that expensive. I could probably record a whole album for like $5,000. I could film it and monetize it. Yeah. You're right. I could actually, the videos might actually pay for some of it. but it would be funny. And again, part of doing this is just being creative all the time. It's like let's do fun stuff. Let's do new creative stuff. Like Kane, yes, this is live. It's live right now. You could crowdfund your album. Well, I don't know if I want to. That seems silly. That would seem silly to ask you guys to pay for it. I mean, it would have to be good if I did that, and I'm not promising that it's going to be good. I think the point is that I'm promising that it's not really going to be good. The Joe Man says $5,000, not a chance. What, more than that? What would it cost to record 8 songs? Yeah, I want to be the next Rebecca Black. And if I could do a Fabio duet, I would do that. I mean, it would be great. Hey, Sean Crummel, welcome. Jason Kopinen, crowdfund for Fabio vocals. Now that's an idea. Now, how much would it cost to get Fabio to do a duet with me? That is something that's worth crowdfunding. I would need to find out from his agent how much it would cost for him to come to New Jersey, wherever he lives. Does he live in Italy? And just have him come out here and sing a song with me. People would really like that. And we could do a new verse. We could do a new, sexy time chat, whatever it is. Fabio's philosophy. Classic Comics, thanks for $5. A little bit to help out since you can't stream anymore. Damn those SJWs. I know. They won't stop. They're taking me down. They have a plan to take me down, and it's working. Kay Brady, thanks for $5. Welcome back from the stream ban. Well, it was inevitable. I mean, eventually everyone gets out of confinement. All right, hold on. I'm drinking more cough syrup. It's maximum strength, daytime severe cold, acetaminophen. Good stuff. Now I like it. At first I was like, that's not good. Now I like it. Fizz Giggity says, I'm so sorry for causing trouble on Twitter. LOL. No, it's okay. You know what? Here's the thing. Sometimes I'm not understood. Sometimes I can be, I don't know, aggressive. And I don't even know it because, it's my words. It's the way I use words when I type. Hopefully I sound different when I can actually communicate and express myself better when I'm actually talking, which thank God for YouTube, because YouTube is the great communicator. Twitter is miscommunication. It's anti-social media, but YouTube is much better. Midnight Images says, I want in on the recording session. See my vids. Can you play something? You want to come over and play a little guitar solo, or what do you do? Yeah. Charlie's London, thanks for £4.99. An EVS parody of Live Aid, whereby we send the starving SJWs real comics to feast on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. I would love to do Live Aid for SJWs to get mental help. We could crowdfund, through music, we could crowdfund to get SJWs the mental help they need. Extrovert ED, thanks for $5. Find out how much to have Fabio dramatically read Rainbow Brute. Now that would be worth whatever it cost. Yeah. Can you imagine if we all just, I mean, honestly, Midnight Images says sax, keys, guitar, Vox, I'm in New Jersey. Oh, well, how about that? See, we could get this done. We could sit there. We could do mental aid, loser aid. Oh my God. We rewrite the lyrics. Some of you guys might want to think about rewriting the lyrics to We Are the World. And aim them at the mentally ill SJWs and how they need help. And we can join together, like normal people can join together to help SJWs like Mars Girl and Renfamous and SJW Spider-Man. We can join together to make that happen, to make those people get the help that they need. Wow, Gamma AKF just hit me with $20. Thank you. My buddy that got me into comics quit the hobby due to low quality and high cost. I want to thank you because I ordered him a copy of Jawbreakers Lost Souls and Cyberfrog Blood Honey, and he's never been more excited to get back into comics. Jacob Murr. Oh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate your support of Cyberfrog Blood Honey and your support of this channel. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think Cyberfrog Blood Honey is good, but you guys tell me. And these SJWs are going to pick it to pieces, but they're going to be wrong. I mean, that's the thing. Like, they're going to be wrong. And they know it too. Mark Fraser says it's closed. Can you direct link me? Oh, Mark, I know what the problem is. Mark, search for Cyberfrog Blood Honey team up cover. You're trying to donate to. There were 2 campaigns that were closed. I can actually do that. I should put that in the I can see. I was like, wait, what? I can put that in the chat for you, and I appreciate it. I want people to support Cyberfrog Blood Honey. It's not going to be available forever, and I'm telling you, you will like it. I hope you will. All right, let's see. Back Cyberfrog Blood Honey here. Click that. Copy, and then let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. People say, EVS, you're a boomer. And I disagree until I can no longer disagree. You know what I mean? At some point, you have to just go, yeah, you're kind of right. I don't always know everything that I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if we did We Are the World, but we did it for SJWs? We just wanted to help them. We just wanted to get them the lithium that they need. Oh, that'd be so great. All right, so I just put the link to Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the team up cover. All right, it's in there now. So if you click under the description, you might have to refresh. But you'll find the link to Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the team up cover, and it's still going. It's an in-demand store, and I definitely appreciate your support, Mark, and thanks for persistently trying to back it. I really do appreciate you not giving up. Young Bounty, thanks for $5. Here's money for the SJW mental health. Make sure to invite Dr. Phil. Yeah, that'd be great. What made you become an SJW? Where's Daddy? Where's Dad? Where's Dad in the picture right now? Where'd he go? Where's Dad? Jeremy Lederman, thanks for 666. Excellent, the number of the beast. The ComicsGate success has inspired me. I'm taking action to eventually crowdfund my illustrated book of old blues musicians. Proud to support Cyberfrog. Thank you, blues musicians, really. Bizarro says, Uncle E, I fight wildfires, and when I'm sick, I make a sleepy Russian. Vodka and NyQuil. You won't feel a thing. Oh, thanks for $5. That sounds pretty good right now, but I got to do the high council. I got to be high energy tonight. Chris Chambers says, what's the last day of the campaign? I'm waiting for payday, but that 10-pack, Chris Chambers, like the campaign's over. Now it's just an in-demand store. And I promise you, let's see. So Cyberfrog's going to go to print in May. And I mean, it'll come back like mid-June, and we'll start shipping out mid to late June because I got to sign all of them, and everybody will have them in July. You've got like 2 months that you can order it. I mean, it's going to be open through the whole thing. And then, I mean, I'm going to find out if I'm allowed to keep the on-demand store open while I'm funding Rainbow Brute. These are all questions that I got to figure out. And also the trading card set, Look at this. Wow. AWIG81003 says Mars Girl has a GoFundMe to raise funds to sue her defamers, presumably including Yellow Flash and Rakeda. Well, I'd like to defame her. I think she's an idiot. I think she's an idiot. And I think she's a jerk. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it. I think she's a jerk. These people who devote all of their energy, she devotes all of her energy, into destroying a man's career. And then she gets angry that she experiences some pushback. Don't do that. How about actually doing something positive? There are people that you disagree with. There are people who I don't like. And sometimes I fantasize about what I could do to hurt them, like their career, if I really put energy into it. And then I go, you're not an asshole. You're not going to do that. You are not somebody who wants other people to suffer. even people who deserve to suffer. You're not somebody who wants to do that. And your energy and your time is worth money, and you should be devoting your energy and your time to doing live streams and collecting super chats on for those live streams, for entertaining people, for doing Cyberfrog, for doing Rainbow Brute. There is no time. When you really add things up, there is no time to try to get Vic Mignogna fired from his job. What kind of a jerk would you have to be to devote any of your time to doing that? I mean, it's crazy. Fizz Giggity says $5 to tell everyone to sub to both me and the graded 5.5 channel. We need our 25K for all our comics projects. Sorry again about your mentions. That's okay. Okay, Fizz Giggity, FYZZ GIGGIDY. So subscribe to her channel, and then also subscribe to Graded Point 5. It's Graded Point, and point is spelled out. 5 also spelled out. Really good channel, and I've subscribed to Graded Point 5. I will subscribe to Fizz Giggity as well. You guys should do that. She is, and Fizz Giggity, I think you are a she, is working to get her 25,000 subscribers, and I think that's a good thing. Jeremy Wick says Tim Lim's bunny is still banned from super chats. Tim Lim's bunny still banned from super chats. Who did? Is it a parody account? All right, so one of my mods must have done that. I'm sorry, Jeremy Wick. I don't like to ban people who want to give me super chats at all. Michael Toshi says we want EVS's greatest hits album. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I really am going to do it because I just feel pretty good lately. I mean, I don't feel good right now, but I mean, I feel pretty good lately, just overall. I mean, you guys, I can't wait. I'm going to live stream from maybe my backyard or something. I'm going to show you my swimming pool. I told you guys, I said, I'm going to get Andrea a swimming pool. You guys help me. I got Andrea a swimming pool. There's nothing to complain about anymore. I have no angst. I'm very, very happy. Mark Frazier says, backer number 4044 now. Vestige, Bombshell, Flying, Sparks, Super H. Awesome. Classic Comics says, we are the world. Who's calling me? I'm going to decline that. We are the world. We are reptilian. We need you to support our standard of living. Those are good lyrics. It's a good rewrite. Diablo AZ, thanks for $2. Do you think that Jean Grey will ungay Iceman? I don't know, but she could. She is the one who made him gay. Everybody knows that. So with her psychic powers, she told Bobby Drake, Iceman, that he was gay, and he didn't believe her. And then suddenly he believed her, and suddenly he was gay. So it's pretty clear. I don't know why they let that happen. That was the dumbest thing. I know they didn't mean for that to happen. I know that's not what they were trying to say, but clearly that's what it appeared to be. That's why Marvel's so dumb. Zoivod, thanks for $10. Hey, Ethan, out of curiosity, how detailed do you write your scripts before you actually move to drawing? I'll tell you in a minute. It would be nice to see the process you go through without cyber spoilers, of course. I don't write a script at all. At least not yet. I haven't gotten to the point where I want to write a script. What I do is I write a plot. I write a plot outline. And it's loose so that I can add to it as I go. So I know what I want the story to be. I know where I want it to go. And then I can come up with things as I progress. And then I script at the end. It's kind of the Marvel style. You start with a plot, you draw it, then you script it. Just seems easier. I mean, I want to film things and then construct a story out of it. It's like filmmaking. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, you tell me what you think of it, when it's done. But the thing about doing a comic book, especially doing a comic book over this amount of time, it's like you better ideas occur to you. A character like Superman or Batman, they had decades and decades to develop into the characters that they are today. It's like you're not going to get it all at once. You do have to let it kind of ferment a little bit in your mind. Midnight Images says, I already play along with your tunes and I have a drummer. Really? It's funny. Well, I mean, yeah, so let's talk about it. Mazamonti says, I love the Cyberfrog dancing that you sold. I'd love if you did a similar style posters of Cyberfrog. It was cute. I'd like SJW, Elvis, and Predator Cyberfrog, please. LOL. That's a good idea. Cyberfrog Elvis. SJW's Cyberfrog would be weird, man. I'd have to give him a blue wig. Or would I give him a blue wig, or would I make him a soy boy with like big thick glasses and a goatee? I think I make him a soy boy. All right, hang on. Let me get another drink, another swig. I hope there's not a lot of alcohol in this. All right. Extrovert ED says, "Oh, thanks for $10. Signs of apophenia. Oh, apophenia. That's a great term. That's a great term. Apophenia is tell me if I'm right about this. Isn't apophenia when you're brightly colored to warn off predators, or am I wrong about that? Okay, so signs of apophenia: finds false malicious connections and events, delusions of heroics or martyrdom, survival, persisting need to prove themselves. What does that sound like? Yeah. What's apophenia? Jabba the Cuck says, I'm deaf now. Am I making a lot of noise? I moved the microphone away. Jeremy Wick says, Nasser shot my poor bunny, but his back hole is used to gaping. I know they blame work campaign when they should bask in the glow of the human sunbeam. Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent. Jeremy Lederman says the Social Justice League. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mental illness, but like, what kind of mental illness is it? Let me look it up real quick. That's what I have all these iPads for. Oh no, I'm not going to use my iPad. I'll use my computer here. All right, let's look up apophenia together. It's a good word, and we might want to use it again. All right. So apophenia is the tendency to mistakenly perceive connections and meaning between unrelated things. The term was coined by psychiatrist Klaus Conrad in his 1958 publication, In the Beginning Stages of Schizophrenia. All right, so seeing shapes in clouds could be apophenia, but it's the experience of seeing a connection or meaningful pattern between unrelated or random things. It's kind of conspiracy thinking. That's interesting. Perfect Blue, thank you for $10. You sound good. The people complaining of volume are referring to these occasional blips where your voice gets really loud. Could it be streaming software related? Doesn't sound like a mic issue. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's like me moving too close to the microphone. I don't know. 27 T Mang says, Ethan found a copy of Cyberfrog at a local Comic-Con for 50 cents. Good for you. You know, last year that would have been common. You would have found them for 25 cents. But now, yeah, those are getting harder to get. For goodness sakes. Yeah, I would like to find some. I realize I only have 3 copies of Cyberfrog #1 now. And I looked at my collection. I've got like one of everything, which is all I need. I mean, they're going to headphone users hate him. Find out why, says Cyberfrog. Yeah. Anthony Erickson says kick Nasser. Nasser wanted to buy the piece that I did, the trading card piece. I told him that I was already going to sell it to Mike S. Miller. He didn't like that. I don't know why he didn't like that. I thought it was funny. All right, let me show you this, by the way. Every single day now, Kyle Ritter has he's killing it. He's killing it. Look at this. Every day now, he's like sending me 2 pages a day. Like I said, look, you know what the truth is? Kyle's rocking it right now. And if Kyle's in the chat, you guys, Kyle is deaf mute, so he can't hear what I'm saying, but like you could pass this along to him by writing it. There's another colorist who's been coloring Rainbow Brute stuff for free. And Kyle, I think that lit a fire under him. So now Kyle is utterly kicking ass. Utterly kicking ass. Look at these wasps coming out now. This is when they first invade Philadelphia. And, Cyberfrog's just like, what? He's like, Salamandroid. Yeah. And, it's like, what is going on? This is when they first see, I mean, the invasion happens and they don't even know. They weren't expecting it. But this is just fantastic coloring. Look at the red in the background. It just means danger. I mean, this is so smart. It's such smart coloring. So Kyle is utterly crushing it right now. And I do think the reason why is because Kyle feels threatened by this other colorist. And I'll show you this other colorist who is just, I mean, really doing a great job. He's doing a great job of just coloring. Oh, here's the, by the way, should I sell this to Nasser Rabadi or no? Probably not. Diversity and Cecil says, you sound like shit, drink whiskey. I don't want to get drunk though. I'll fall asleep. All right, so let me see if I can find this guy. He's doing, oh, look at this, by the way. More Kyle. When I talk about how good Kyle is, hi, baby. Do you want anything? Water. You want water? You my camera's not on. You can come down. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi. Oh, Andrea's sick too, but she says hi. I have all the water down here. I have all the water bottles in my fridge, all the cold water. So she's like, I want water. Yeah, look at this. It's just amazing. It is just amazing. Everyone says hi. Hi, Andrea. Hi. And she peeks her head down. She's like, I don't want to be on camera. I wish she did. She's like way better looking than me. I go on camera. All right. So Kyle, by the way, I put out this Rainbow Brute drawing, and within 10 hours, Kyle has colored it. Kyle has colored the Rainbow Brute drawing immediately. Wow. Mazamonti, thanks for £5 on Etsy. Green Lantern Rebirth #3, signed DC sealed Ethan Van Sciver. Justice League. Let's see, £44.77. I don't know what that is in dollars. You need honey for your throat. Yeah, I could stand that. That's a lot of money for that. Diablo AD says AZ says who would win in a fight, Paul Lynde or Rip Taylor? Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde is, I like Paul Lynde. I really do. I saw a documentary about Paul Lynde on YouTube, and I was like, I may watch that, and I never did. I want to know more about Paul Lynde's life. But yeah, anyway, so Kyle saw this drawing, right? All right, hold on. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Oh my God, look at Mars Girl. Jesus God. What is up with Mars Girl? Horrendous. All right, so here's this isn't quite finished yet, I don't think. But this is the other colorist, right? And he takes my drawings and he paints them. So look at the beautiful fur texture on Grumpy Bear here. I mean, it's just, it's way different. It's way different than what Kyle does. And this guy just like he's great. He's great. His name's Ink Spots. He's fantastic. And I was like, dude, you want a job? Because I'll find something for him to do. I mean, I'll find something for him to do. Kyle can't do everything. We're going to do a whole like bunch of trading cards that we're going to launch an Indiegogo for like in a couple weeks. Kyle can't do everything. So, I'm like, do you want a job? Kyle was like, oh my God, like, dude. So anyway, so I posted the black and white artwork. Look at me riding my puppy, by the way. I posted the black and white artwork for that piece. And the dude said, Inkspot said, oh, wow, challenge accepted. All right, scrolling backwards here. He said, challenge accepted. And Kyle went, Kyle went, no, you don't. And Kyle, like instantly, seriously, like within 10 hours, had this. He had this. Boom. Hangry Dave says, oh man, EBS, I can hear that you're still under the weather. Bless your heart. Yeah, I had to. Hey, Kyle's in the chat. You can tell Kyle that I'm saying that he's probably jealous of this Ink Spots guy, and that's why he's doing great work right now. He's doing great work, and he's going fast. He's like, I see that guy. There's nothing that makes an artist work better or harder than like competition, than feeling competitive. Now, here's what I like about this, and Andrea agrees. Here's why Kyle is great. Kyle is great because when he colors Rainbow Brute looks like a piece of candy. And that's what he's supposed to look like. I can't have him looking. The one thing I told Ink Spots was I said, your work is too dark. Rainbow Brute has to look like a colorful action figure. He has to look like he's made of Skittles. And I mean, you look at this and you just go, wow, it's fun to look at. Zoibod says, Paul Lynde had a natural flamboyance that Rip Taylor wishes he had. Lynde didn't need props either. I know, that's for sure. That's for sure. So Kyle's doing great. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, when really talented people come this way, there's no way I'd ever give away one of Kyle's jobs. Kyle is king. Kyle works really, really hard. Kyle is magnificent. But find something else for him for ink spots to do because talent is talent. Yeah, very Lisa Frank. Yeah, it looks like a sticker. Somebody said, "Why are his legs bare? Why aren't they hairy?" Because he's an action figure. I mean, he's like he's a living toy, essentially. I mean, he isn't, but he is. It's the little boy's imagination. Chuck Reardon, thanks for $5. Says, "Hey Caesar, careful with that acetaminophen. Too much at once is not good for your liver." I don't think I've had that much, but thanks for the warning. Yeah, Kyle says, "Nobody's going to replace me because I need to work." Kyle, Andrea cut you a great big paycheck today. Tell Kyle that. Andrea cut Kyle a great big paycheck today for everything he's done, and it's on the way. So Kyle needs to buy a new computer. We got to figure out how to get Kyle a new computer. That might be a bonus. Midnight Images, $2 says, "Email sent your way." Thanks, Midnight Images. Yeah, I mean, we could do like when we do the Rainbow Brute thing, like maybe at a certain level, Kyle gets a new computer because he wants a computer. It's like $5,000. But I mean, this guy, Kyle needs whatever computer he needs. Kyle needs whatever computer he needs to be able to do this. Yeah. Everyone's telling Kyle he's got a paycheck coming. Kyle did like 10 pages and he did them real quick and they're all good. They are all good. And then he did this too. So that's why Kyle's great. Michael says, "Buy him a computer, you cheap." What do you think? I'm made of money? I got to produce a bunch of comic books. I just bought a house. Kyle got his bonus. I'm paying him what I promised him. And it's not cheap. Let me tell you something. I pay Kyle well. Brandon Smith, thanks for $10. I still need to get you that third print of the Cyberfrog bust bronzed. I'll get you that finished up. Help my bros Kickstarter if you don't mind. Scurry Book 3 live now on Kickstarter. Scurry Book 3. Brendan, I will tell people about Scurry Book 3 on Kickstarter. But remember, Indiegogo is the platform of choice. Nasser Rabadi, thanks for $2. Just got here. Thanks for everything, Ethan. Yeah. You're welcome, Nasser. And it's about time you do thank me for everything I do for you. I had to yell at Nasser. Today. I had to yell at him. And Nasser, do you want to come in here? I might bring Nasser in here to yell at him. All right, let me see about that. I don't have much of a voice, but whatever voice I have left, I will use it to yell at Nasser. Madaween, thanks for $10. Looking forward to supporting my local independent comic shop this weekend during National Comic Book Day. Any artist suggestions I can search for? I'm new to collecting. Let's see. What artists would I recommend? Independent artists. How's your father? Says Nasser the Ungrateful. Guys, what independent artist would you recommend? Yeah, I'd recommend Tim Lim. Diablo AZ says F Mary Kill, Renfamous, Mars Girl, Mags Visaggio. Boy, what an awful choice. How about F myself and kill myself? I can't think of a better situation. Seriously, I couldn't. That's not even something I could play around with. People are saying don't waste your voice on Nasser. Well, I mean, I don't know. Nasser might need to get yelled at. Hold on, let me bring him in here. Nasser Rabadi. A lottie dottie. It's Nasser Rabadi. He don't play games. He don't bother nobody. a lottie dottie. It's Nasser Rabadi. All right, so I just sent him the link. A lot of people are saying don't do it. Nasser is not worth it. He's not worth wasting your voice on. Yeah, I'm Mormon. I'd marry them all. That's true. I don't know. People, the one thing that people are surprised about me is I'm an old hip hop fan. People are like, "How do you? You are an amazing hip hop fan. Like it's surprising that you're a hip hop fan." And I'm like, it's not that surprising. Canalis, thanks for €5. I'd recommend myself since I've been unpersoned from TW. Give Necromancer some love. What's TW? Unpersoned from TW. Confused about everything lately. I never know what anyone's talking about. I wish I did. Ron Barrett says, hey, Uncle Ethan, where can I get a Fandom Menace or any of your other shirts? It would be great to wear them at MegaCon in a couple of weeks. Ooh, what a good question. Sometimes people ask good questions that I want to answer. Let me put the link in the description. Nasser's not showing up. He doesn't want to get yelled at. I don't blame him. He says, when can I come on? I'm like, you know. And then I invite him on. He doesn't come. All right, here's buy t-shirts. And I'll put the link. Paste. All right. I just put the link to my t-shirt store in the description. It's there right now. And so, you know, if you want a Fandom Menace shirt, by the way, the Fandom Menace shirts look good. And they're super, oh, that's Twitter. Oh, you've been on person. TW is Twitter. Okay. Everyone loves the Fandom Menace t-shirts, and they look really good. They're stylish. Crypto Fashion makes good t-shirts. I mean, you know, it's like they're Calvin Klein level quality. They're really, really nice. All right, I'm putting the link in here if anybody wants to come on. Oops, that's the Crypto Fashion link. I don't mind. You know, I'll have some comics gators in here. Mike Miller says he wants to come on. I like when Mike comes on. You know what? I've been Mike will probably yell at me. All right. And Mike has every reason to yell at me. Mike sits there and he tries to Mike tries to do Bible classes with his YouTube channel. And I come in and I try to tell him about the Book of Mormon. Corinne L says, I'm liking this smoky sound. Uncle E's voice, I admit. Oh, that's good. You know. Gamma AKF says, will you be at San Diego Comic-Con? I'm going to volunteer with my buddy. Would love to meet you and buy you a beer. Ooh. See, I would like to come out there just to get a beer and hang out. I have no plans. I have zero plans to go to San Diego Comic-Con ever again. Hold on a second. Let me get this in my headphones. Here's Donald DeLay.
What's the word there, Snapperheads?
Donald DeLay, how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you? Besides being under the weather and getting drunk on cough syrup.
Yeah. I feel all right. You know, so far I'm okay. I'm you know, I haven't had a coughing fit yet.
Good.
Congratulations. You know, congratulations on the incredible success of Vestige.
Thank you. That's all War Campaign though. I can't really take any credit for that. It's all them and the amazing amount of promotion that they're doing and love that you can feel for the material from those guys as they're promoting it.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I have to say, you know, hearing Gat talk about, you know, military history, you know, and weaponry, it was quite a pleasure. I mean, that guy is actually very knowledgeable about what he's writing about. Yeah. And I have every bit of faith that, you know, Vestige is going to be a fun, entertaining read. But you know what? It couldn't reach its full potential without good art. And I'm really happy that they chose you and that they paid you to go ahead and do that. Good for you, man.
Thank you. I'm very happy they chose me too. and so are my debt collectors.
Yeah, they paid you up front, which I thought was a big mistake. Honestly, never pay an artist up front. You got to make them work. Chappie $5 says, "Hey EVS, how did you first meet Kyle Ritter? His coloring is light years ahead of mainstream comics." I don't disagree. Kyle Ritter got in touch with me way back like 5 years ago, and he said, "I want to color Green Lantern with you." I'm a big fan. I want to color Green Lantern, and Kyle would constantly like color. He was one of these guys. He was a little bit like Nasser, but in a good way. He, you know what I mean? Like he would not give up. He was always coloring. He was always sending coloring samples. And every now and then I would say, "Hey, you want to color this?" And sometimes he would color for me for free. And other times I would just pay him, like, be like, "Here you go. Here's $200 or something to color this." And he just got better and better and better. And I think I made a big mistake by initially asking Moose Bauman to be a part of Cyberfrog. I mean, now, with the benefit of hindsight, clearly I did make a mistake. You know what I mean, Donald?
Yeah. I think if I can make a comparison that people would probably get, I think Kyle is your Lynn Varley. He's Lynn Varley to your Frank Miller.
Well, Frank Miller was married to Lynn Varley, so not exactly.
I stand by my statement.
All right. Joe Marone, thanks for $5. EVS got Doug's book. EVS gets sick. Apophenia or something more. Yeah, it could be the plague. Black Wolf Senpai says, hey there, EVS. Started my YouTube art channel. Now would love to see you over there, sir. Wow, I mean, invite me over, I'm busy, but I'd come and talk, I've been known to do that, Donald. Welcome, Critias.
How you doing, EVS? Sound like you got piasitis.
No, I haven't. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. I did eat a pie, an entire pie over the course of 2 days, and it was maybe 3 days ago. I don't think it's a direct result, Critias, of I don't think my illness is a result of that, but it could be.
Yeah, it's going around.
Yeah. I mean, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Getting a cold, it's the worst. I hate it. It makes you really appreciate being healthy. You take being healthy for granted.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you get sick, you're just like, I can't wait until I feel better again. And I don't regret the pie though.
Would you do it again?
No, no, because I got it. Again, Critias, I don't know if you heard, but like, we got the house.
Nice, congrats.
House. Thank you.
And it congratulations about that.
Thank you. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Unfortunately, everybody knows about my finances, thanks to Tim Doyle.
Right.
It was not easy to get a mortgage, but listen, my credit is excellent aside from that one thing. And boom, we were able to surmount that and get a mortgage for this great big palace of a house. Zach saw it and went, "It's a mansion."
Oh man, I gotta see it.
I know, I don't think it's a mansion, but I'm really proud of it. Like when my parents come over, I'll be proud to have them stay there.
Right. But the thing, EBS, is that you earned it, man. You fought for your you fought for it and you deserve it.
Oh, thanks. I don't think I deserve anything. I'm just blessed beyond belief.
Right.
But yeah, so anyway,
beep boop.
Oh, there's Nasser.
How you doing, Ethan?
People are already saying kick Nasser. I don't want to kick Nasser. Now, Nasser, here's why I want to yell at you.
Go ahead, Ethan. I deserve it.
All right. Now, Nasser is unique in all of ComicsGate for a lot of reasons. I mean, first of all, Nasser is my son's age.
Right.
You know that my son goes, yeah, I know Nasser. Hunter goes, yeah, I've seen Nasser. I know. And
yeah,
it's like,
I've come on the stream before.
Yeah, you go, yeah, he's like your peers, you know what I mean? Like he's your age. He's a little younger than he's 20. You're like 21, 22?
Yeah, 21.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same age. And so Nasser is my kid's age. And I can't help but think of Nasser as somebody who needs parenting.
Right.
Daddy Caesar.
Well, don't say that ever again. Oh, Mike doesn't have the link because Mike left. You know what? Mike left. He left the ComicsGate live room, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Mike leave in a huff?
Yeah.
Mike,
Come back, Mike. I promise not to do the Hey Mike stuff anymore. Today was my last one.
All right, there you go, Mike. I sent it to you exclusively because you left the stream.
Would you, yes, would you
Yeah.
say that NASA is like a nephew?
A nephew he doesn't want.
No. No. All right, but what I will say is this, when I hey Antonio, how are you?
What to do? Please tell me you can hear me.
I can hear you. You sound great.
Okay. I was like, you always tell me you can't hear my mic. I was like, okay.
Septinov 7 of 9 says Nasser is my hero. He was the first to kill me. By the way, I think I saw one of your videos, Septinov 7 of 9, video about Green Lantern Rebirth. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you for making that. People should subscribe to his channel.
Hello.
Hi, Mike. All
Hey,
right.
Mike.
How are you?
What's up?
So,
What's up?
so Mike, I'm yelling at NASA right now. I'm not going to yell at you, even though I yelled at you earlier
I will
today.
sit quietly. I'll sit quietly and listen.
I yelled at Mike earlier today because I said something on Twitter. I said, everyone, listen, here's what if you want to crowdfund a comic, it's what we started out the stream doing. You need 20, don't do it. If you want to succeed, if you want to be successful, you need at least 25,000 people either on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube. You need a big audience.
Right.
And Mike goes, I don't think you need that many. Mike, don't ever, Mike. Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that. Mike questions me in public. And I'm like, Mike, why are you questioning me in public? It's embarrassing. I'm trying to tell people, I'm trying to help people succeed. And Mike goes, no. You don't need to succeed. You can just fail.
You don't need to succeed. You can get by.
Yeah, you can get by. You can half-ass it, and maybe you'll be fine. I mean, maybe not. But so I had to yell at Mike, and I hate that. I really hate that. But it's All right. So all right. Here's what I'm saying. So Nasser, I when I grew up, Mike, and maybe you did too. Mike, were you a Boy Scout?
I was a Cub Scout for a minute.
You weren't a Boy Scout. You're a Christian, and you weren't a Boy Scout. That's strange.
I wasn't raised Christian. I was raised agnostic.
Oh, okay. All right. I was a Boy Scout, and one of the good things about being a Boy Scout is when you're a Boy Scout, you think it's horrible. I remember yelling at my mom and being like, Mom, it's just, I don't want to be, I said, Mom, this is soy-based, but I didn't say soy-based. I used the G word, you know what I mean? That you can't say now because SJW Spider-Man will. Mom, I don't want to be, do this. It's not cool.
Right.
But my mom said, and my dad said, son, it's good for you. You got to go be a Boy Scout, teach you how to be a man. And in a way, she was right, because most of the great stuff that I learned in life happened when I was at the Boy Scouts. And one of the good things about being a Boy Scout is there are a lot of older boys around who will kind of be your big brother. And I was the big brother in the family. So, I needed a big brother, a series of role models. And there are also kind of scoutmasters that, not all of them molest the boys.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Now, none of them did. None of them did in my troop. I'm just saying, don't think that that's the situation here. Not at all. They were good. I mean, these guys they become kind of surrogate fathers. They become second dads. They teach you how to do stuff. And so that was a good thing. Now, I had that in my life, and I really feel that Nasser needs that. Okay, Nasser needs extra male role models in his life.
Oh
yeah, because he's got nothing but sisters.
I have a little brother. I have a little brother.
Oh, how small is he? I mean, how young is he? How small?
Yeah. How small is he? What? He's miniature. He's in my pocket right now. He's in my underarm for warmth. So that's what I'm saying. So Nasser sends me messages all day long, every day. When are you live streaming? Can we live stream? Can I live stream with you? Promote Trixie Kane all day long. Nasser, am I exaggerating?
No. Okay.
And I say to Nasser, I say, well, I mean, you see now, Nasser, that I'm not live streaming very much. I'm not doing very many live streams. And that's the thing. So I mean, I always, usually
Ethan's sick, Nasser. Give him a break.
I'm sick and I'm busy, but I mean, like Nasser comes on, like people know, like the chat knows that Nasser's on most of the time, right? I mean, or wrong?
Right?
Yeah, he's on most of the time. So if I'm doing a live stream with a lot of people, Nasser's usually on. So I have to tell Nasser, and it's just like, Nasser, I love you, buddy. I care about you. I want you to succeed. Don't say that again. I want you to succeed, Nasser. I want you to.
Now you're really a Boy Scout.
But please stop, Nasser. Please stop.
Okay.
Now, Nasser did remind me of one thing. He said, Ethan, you owe me a trading card. You owe me a trading card. You said that you would do a trading card for Trixie Kane. And I said, I did indeed. Right? I mean, I really did. I said that I would do a trading card. Now, I'm doing a cover for Mike. I'm doing a cover for Gat Hanzo and Donald DeLay. But the trading card's easy. So I said, I'm going to do it today, Nasser. I'm going to do your trading card today. So I stopped and I drew Nasser's trading card.
Dude, nice. It is beautiful. You got it back to me incredibly fast. I didn't think it'd be that fast.
Well, I only spent 10 minutes on it, Nasser. I mean,
Dude, 10 minutes? That's... Yeah. Dude, that's beautiful. That doesn't look like 10 minutes.
Well,
that's 26 years and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's quick. So, Nasser, who's going to color this, by the way? Do you have a colorist in mind?
No, I didn't. I was trying to see if we could have a competition between Kyle and Kelsey and Elizabeth Breitweiser, but no one said anything.
You might be delusional. You might be delusional.
Might.
To think that the three of the biggest colorists, not just in ComicsGate, but in the entire world.
No, because there was a joke about it last night on a thread about them, like, having like a coloring match to the death or something. So I wanted to see if any of them would actually go for it.
0 of them. Well, all of them want paying work, but you could choose one and you could pay them to do it. And I'm sure that they would, so you should find a colorist. You don't have to pay me, Nasser. I did it for free.
I will buy it either.
Nasser, how many things have I done for you? Free of cost. I don't ask for anything in return. It's a lot, right?
Yes.
You know what you could do for me, Nasser? You could give me a break. if you want to pay me back, you can give me a break. That's
okay. But can I buy that one? Can I buy the trading card?
No. I'm selling it to Mike. I already said that. Mike S. Miller is buying the trading card.
Nice. I'm flipping that sucker.
But in any case, those of you who want the trading card that I did, it's going to look really nice, I'm sure. You can go and in the description right now is a link for Trixie Kane Blood Reaper. I believe the trading card comes with every purchase. Is that
every
right?
physical order. We do have a digital tier, so it doesn't come with digital, but if you buy anything else, you'll get it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a chance to do that, and I think I don't know, Nasser, if you're selling any comics. Oh, you are. You just made another $100. Nice. Let's get Nasser to 22,000 today for Trixie Kane Blood Reaper. I would appreciate it. I'd like you guys to actually have my trading card that I worked really hard on today, Nasser.
Thanks, Caesar.
10 minutes of sweat, sweating bullets.
While he was
with a pie in one hand.
Yeah, with a pie in one hand, coughing, by the way, sick. But I did it.
It's got Ethan Van Sciver germs all over it.
It does. The original does, which is why I only trust it to Mike, because I know Mike does not believe in using science to reconstruct clones of me.
Dude, what if we had two Ethans? What if Ethan were cloned and there were two Ethans?
SJWs would explode.
Yeah. It'd be two. Yeah, they could divide their energy on two different versions of me to persecute. And that might be good. But huge ask, by the way, for $5 says, with every successful Indiegogo campaign, the Mad Virgin Nasser collects another Infinity Virginity Stone.
Oh, wow.
Half of all Instagram thoughts are in peril. Nasser, I don't necessarily think that's true. I mean, There's no answer, so I guess maybe
I said it was accurate.
it is accurate. Oh, sweet God. Mike, I want
to. I just got a ringing endorsement on Twitter. Someone said, "Help make it happen for Lone Star Soul of the Soldier. First one was pretty good."
to. Stop trying to laugh, and I'll cough. Yeah, first one was really good, even though I haven't read it yet. Now, you told me that you mailed it to me, and it's in my P.O. box, and I haven't been able to go over and get it yet. I'm really looking forward to going to get it, but I'm telling you, Mike, my P.O. box is going to be jacked. It's going to be really, really filled.
Looking real jacked, baby.
It is. It's going to look real. I have my garage is filled with Ghostbusters toys right now. Some Ghostbusters toys. Yeah. Got a lot of Ghostbusters toys. I'll open them in the new house, Mike. I'll open the Ghostbusters toys in the new house, and we'll play Ghostbusters.
Well, how long is it going to take you to unpack and everything?
I don't know. I haven't moved in a long time, and it's certainly not like, I mean, you know, it's now me and Andrea's stuff and our kids' stuff all together. All the stuff that we've acquired together since we've lived together and been married. And Ava, it's a big project, but we hired movers to come in and do most of the packing. They're going to pack up this basement. These poor bastards.
Steal all your iPads.
They better not steal any of my iPads.
Yeah, just hire that crew that robbed you the last time.
Dude, those guys, and I'm telling you, Antonio, they totally hit me with the "you're accusing us because we're black," and I was like flummoxed by it. I didn't know what to say.
You should have been like, "All right, you can keep it."
In that case, you're right. You're right. I owe you. Mike Murphy said,
"Is there a white person there that I can talk to?"
Yeah, put me on with the white thief over there. It was pretty awful. They stole these last movers. They stole Hunter's Xbox One. They stole an iPad. By the way, the iPad got returned to me. It got returned to me because these idiots. It's like it's an iPad. It's locked. Like you have to have my fingerprint or my code to open it. So they sold it to some dummy in North Carolina. And all he saw was you see it and it just says return to Ethan at this phone number. And so I get a phone call from this guy's like, "Are you Ethan? I think I have your iPad." I was like, "Yeah, send it back to me." And he did. And it's like, but you know what? It's outdated now. Mike Murphy, thanks for $5. Says, "Hey Ethan, here's $5 for some NyQuil. Rest up after that hard work Nasser made you do while you were unwell." Thanks for understanding, Mike. Mike has sympathy. Mike has some pity.
ABS, right? Real quick. I don't know how you feel about like citrus fruits like oranges, but whenever I catch a cold, I eat oranges the whole day. The next day I'm feeling better.
I'm glad you said that, Critias, because right now I'm a produce man. A lot of people know that about me, and I will tell you these giant navel oranges that are available right now are absolutely incredible. Now, here's how you know it's good. The peel is thick and it comes off really easy.
Man.
Yeah.
And it's just a big seedless orange underneath, and I eat it in 3 bites. I break it into thirds, and like I choke, like I go because it's too much. And Andrew goes, "Slow down with the orange," and I go, "I can't. Too good."
It sounds like you should have preceded that whole thing with, "And now a word from our sponsor."
Yeah.
Ethan Van Sciver for United Fruit. Armchair Warlord, thanks for $2. Hey, can I get a shout out for the Maiden's War? Absolutely. The Maiden's War. Go check out the Maiden's War. I presume on Indiegogo. I hope not Kickstarter.
What if you would have been like a major produce guy, have your faces all over supermarkets around the world?
I would do that. I mean, me and Mike would start up a business together, I think, and Antonio.
I'll be there.
We just start up a nice fruit business. We're like, hey, we're the Banana Men. Like,
It is.
we're the Banana Man. We've enslaved half of Guatemala, and we're Chiquita. We've whacked out most of those people. Do not buy Chiquita. Buy ComicsGate bananas.
They're big and salty.
Oh yeah, it'd be good, Mike.
Do you know how many tons and tons of bananas they waste because they only send the perfect ones here?
Yeah. Mike, bananas were Bananas didn't used to look the way they look now. They
I know.
used to look different. Like they were not evolved. They were, what's the word, Mike? Genetically
Bred?
engineered
Yeah, yeah.
to
Bred.
look the way they do. I don't know why it makes a difference. Do they taste different?
Mm.
I don't know.
I would imagine
No
so
idea.
because natural bananas have giant seeds in them,
Oh,
like the
yeah.
size of your thumbnail.
Ew.
And spiders.
Andrea asked me a question the other day that completely flummoxed me and took away my manhood. She said, here's a question for you.
Where
You're eating those seedless oranges. How do they make more of them if they have no seeds?
I asked my kids that. My kids gave me the answer.
What is the answer?
They said the banana peel. You bury it and it grows. Or something
No,
like that.
the
No?
oranges.
Oh, the oranges. Oh, yeah, that's true.
She said, how do they make more of those oranges? They have no seeds.
Yeah, that's
What do
true.
they? How do you make more seedless oranges when you have no seeds?
Cloning.
Cloning.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Cloning.
Crazy Manor 2003 says, at least they didn't steal your fleshlights. What are fleshlights?
Never mind.
Nasser, you want to answer that?
No.
Peter Mayer says, for $2, he says, I have nothing to plug. Just want to say hi to Ethan. Well, hi, Peter. Thanks for being here. I like having everybody. These are my guys, man. I love having these guys on. I forget how much I miss them.
Boys are back in town.
Yeah, they are. And all you guys are doing real well right now.
We're making comics great again.
Oh, yeah.
Damn Skippy.
Ryan Miller
That
Art
is
says,
correct.
everyone watch me on Make My First Comic, Cascadia the Stone Bear. It's a Neolithic sci-fi fantasy adventure. Caesar is magnanimous. Hail CG. Oh, so Cascadia. Yeah, Cascadia the Stone Bear. And Sweetcast says, stoked for Cyberpunk. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Clint. I love Clint. Go check out Downcast. John David says, Nasser should be helping you move. I don't want Nasser to help me move. I don't. You know what I mean? Nasser's fine. No, Nasser. There's no need.
I owe you.
My family, my cousins were like, we'll help you move. I was like, it's okay. You don't have to do that. No, why not? We're family. I don't really want you pawing through my stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
rather have a
Jebediah Van Skyver coming in.
I do have an Elijah. My favorite cousin is named Eli, and this guy's awesome, man. I learned a lot from Eli. Eli is a Jersey man. He's a dude, man. He's just like, he comes in, he's like, he calls grandma old lady. Hey, old lady. And he's out there, he's like, yo, and we're having family meals and everything. I'm only there like 3 or 4 times a year with the family, like having Easter dinner or something. He comes in covered in dirt, slinging a fish over his shoulder. I'm like, yo,
Van
Eli.
Skyver.
Yeah, I'm like, why aren't you sitting with us? He's like, I'm not sitting with these people. And then he's my favorite cousin, dude. I want to be Eli. You know, he's totally awesome. He's like, hey man, gotta go get him. Gotta go get him. Get what? The fish. You know, the fish. Some people like to fish. I don't. Mike, do you like to fish?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, he
Y'all
is
get-
Asian.
That's.
I'm not good at it, but you know, it's fun. Just throwing a line in the water and just kind of hanging out with the kids and stuff like that. It's fun.
Yeah.
I found your answer, Ethan.
What's my answer? Oh, about the order? Okay.
Yeah, about the oranges. Most seedless fruit comes about in the same way as other fruits, which commonly are grown from cuttings or grafts and not seeds. To make a cutting, a branch or vine is cut from a plant, fed a nutrient mixture, and put in the dirt where leaves and roots form.
Mm.
A nutrient mixture.
And it's been doing that. They've been doing that. Where navel oranges date back to the 19th century and a single mutant tree in Brazil.
No way. That's
Oh,
cool.
Whose progeny who all come from buds grafted onto other citrus trees.
Well, it's not like I have a better idea. You know what I mean? So, I don't have any criticism of them and what they're doing. All right, so I want to talk about some of these incredible campaigns that we've got going right now. Mike, do you mind if I do that?
Sure.
You do mind?
I mean, no, I don't.
Oh, well, we're skipping over Lone Star then.
Yeah, I don't
As you will, Ethan. This is your house. You can do whatever you want.
No, Mike, it's our house. It's our house today.
House.
Oh no.
It's
wanna
a very, very, very fine house.
It
With
is.
two
With two
Masters
kids
in
in
the
the yard.
This
Yeah.
is a Folgers commercial.
Life used to be so hard.
Used to be so hard.
Now everything is easy because of Mike. All right, hold on. Let me put this. All right, I'm going to put the link for Lone Star. Buy
Awesome.
Lone Star 2 today. 6 exclamation points.
Nice.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That is some
7 would be overkill.
So
Some urgency, but not too much urgency. I'm just saying, like, if you can do it, like, now is the time. All right. So I want to look at what everyone's doing. I want to see if anybody's bought. You know what? I spent a little time talking up Nasser's Trixie Kane Blood Reaper because I did a trading card for it. And I talked about it. I want to see if maybe we sold 1 or 2 copies of that. I'll be disappointed if we didn't, but I'm not going to cry. Case of the Littlest Umbrella. That umbrella guy. I used him as an example today. I was talking about, a lot of people were like, Ethan, shut the fuck up. They were like, Ethan, shut the fuck
What?
up. They were, because I said, look,
Why?
well, I said, you shouldn't crowdfund your comic book if you expect great results.
Oh, that. Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean? Until you have 25,000 subscribers,
Right.
or just not even subscribers, just on social media.
Well, Ethan, to be fair, I did successfully fund a comic book for $95 on a 60-day campaign. I did do that successfully. $95.
Yeah, I'm with Antonio.
You were on my channel every single day, Antonio.
No. The first
No,
time.
before that.
I see. Okay.
When I was trying to get your attention,
Oh,
60 days,
Yeah,
$95.
right.
I didn't even get enough.
Before the gumbo.
Yeah, that was.
Illustration
That was the
Studio
pre-gumbo days.
7.62
Pre-gumbo
says,
days.
congrats on the new house. Thanks for $2 and thank you for that. Yeah, Mike, I got the house, got the mortgage. We're moving in this week. I'm pretty excited. And that's why I'm feeling pretty good, even though I'm sick.
This week, like before the weekend?
Well, the May 2nd, so Thursday, is closing, and the family's already
wow,
out. They've already moved out, so it's our house. I mean, I'm still renting this house until July 1st, so I have plenty of time to move everything.
So you're gonna throw a rager and thrash it, right?
Oh hell,
before you move?
no, I couldn't. I'm an old man, but no. All right, here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the success of that umbrella guy and his comic book, The Case of the Littlest Umbrella, because this guy really went to town and he did what I think people should do. He went and he made content every single day that was interesting to people, and he waited until he had a significant social media following of 31,000 subscribers before he launched his campaign. And the result is this. And he did it. I mean, I had him on once, but I mean, it's not like I was persistently backing him. This is all his own doing, and it's very impressive. It's very impressive. 55,160 and 1,107 backers. That's good, and he's still got 9 days left. So I think he may even. I think he'll reach 80,000. He might reach 6 figures if he extends another month. So that's impressive. Now over here we've got Lone Star. Are you a backer? Did you back yet?
Oh no, I was saying let me check him on Backer Tracker.
Oh yeah. What is it on backer kit?
Here, you go ahead. I'll look it up.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about Lone Star Sold the Soldier. Here's what Mike is doing. Mike is rapidly producing his second issue of Lone Star, following up right on the tail of Lone Star 1. He's already got Lone Star 2 almost done. I mean, Mike is fast. Mike is a really, really fast artist.
The machine.
He's consistently good. And he's got, he's building on the backers that he obtained from the last campaign. I think we had a little bit of a stutter start with the Meg. He doesn't want to talk about it. I don't blame him.
Buy the Meg. You can buy the Meg too. Go ahead, get that.
Well, you can buy the Meg too. but this is the thing. Mike is at $47,316 with 25 days left. The link is in the description. Lone Star Soul the Soldier. Here's Mike. Mike actually appears in the comic. Here's me, right here, looking pretty good. Mike, you made me look too fat. That's my one complaint. I'm not this fat. this fabulous comic book. You guys support this, back this comic, and of course you will. I mean, everybody loves Mike, and what Mike does is Mike does programming every single day,
Except Sundays.
except Sunday, and he puts up with me. I come in and torment him about the Book of Mormon and things,
But only relentlessly.
yeah. I don't believe in stopping. I don't see a reason to stop. Mazamonti, thanks for £2. Says bananas are clones, radioactive, and are berries. They're clones and they're radioactive and they're berries. Bananas are berries. Is that true?
Yeah, I believe so. And pineapple.
They grow in bunches.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. There's some good facts there. All right, so $47,316 for Mike S. Miller. Please back. What is this issue about, Mike?
It's about 48 pages.
Okay, good job. Now let's move on to Trixie Kane, Blood Reaper. Now, this is Nasser's project. Obviously, he's got this incredible John Malin cover. Let's see if he sold any copies while I showed my... Oh, he did.
Nice.
Awesome, thanks.
$21,505 for Trixie Kane, Blood Reaper. If you back this comic now, you will get my trading card. True or false?
True. And I did want to mention there is a Cecil cameo in the book.
There's a Cecil cameo. What? Okay, you don't want to give away what that's about, right?
Well, I mean, I showed it off on Twitter.
Oh, is it cool?
Yes, it's cool. It's Ben Hennessy also paid to be in the book, and he's a vampire. And there's a scene where he's chasing after somebody, and then in the background we could see Cecil on like a poster.
Oh, that's cool. All
yeah.
right. Am I in the book? No.
If you want to be, sure.
No.
Oh man, that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Mike put me in the book. I didn't even have to ask him. You know what I mean? Like,
You're in my book.
I got EBS in my book, like towards the end, and big neon letters, and it says "Comic Artist Pro Secrets."
Oh, thank you so much. That's what I like to hear, Curtis. Thank
Ethan's
you.
in both of my books.
Wow, that's incredible.
Look at mine.
Mike's exaggerated my hairline a little bit. Like, I'm not this bald, Mike. You know.
Uh-huh.
Is that John Delarose back there?
No.
Am I the blood? Did you guys kill me?
Hey, I've got. If I'm I'm not sharing. Am I sharing? I'm not sharing.
No,
I've
it's on
got.
you.
Dadgummit, why isn't this freaking thing sharing? Well, he's trending to do 71,600
Oh, who is
right now.
Mm,
Littlest umbrella.
What is it?
nice.
The littlest umbrella guy.
Yeah, what's he trending?
Oh, 71,600.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think he's gonna do better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, that's just the first 30 days too. You know, you keep going, it goes up.
Yeah, he's got the potential to. He's got the the energy. I think to be able to get to six figures. I think he'll get to 80. I think 71 is lowballing it. But you know, look, he's out there talking up his book all the time, and he's always selling copies. Always. You know, boom.
Yeah,
he just sold a couple more.
His trend high end looks like it's about about 85 maybe.
85. Yeah.
He's got a title.
High end.
I'll get him on in 9 days. I'll be settled in. I'll have my computer, my internet up, and I'll do an awesome stream to promote my friend the Umbrella Guy and get him over the finish line. But I don't even know. I don't know if I get more people than he does. I mean, he does. I think I've got. Oh, hey, Ro is in here. Hey, Ro.
Hail Caesar! Congratulations on the new purchase. Fantastic news coming hot on the heels of finishing up Cyberfrog.
Thank you so much. Hail War Campaign. Ro Kabir Kumar, of course, the mind behind Vestige. I mean, one of the imaginations, one of the what would you call yourself?
I would call myself the sensual leader of War Campaign.
Oh, I like that. The sensual leader, the gay lord of war. Yeah, I have to say, I like that. I really like the sensuality that comes with War Campaign.
That's right. That's right. It's a lot of men with a lot of repressed energy because we are holding our seed for Caesar for Rainbow Brute, doing the Rainbow Brute Celibacy Challenge. That's the RBCC. So, we were really astonished and happy to see that new the painted picture that was sent to you by what was his name now? The artist?
Ink spot.
Ink spots. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, that just gives us hope that we're going to be able to release one of these days.
I think it's going to be sooner than later, and I think it's going to be a geyser. I mean, you guys. I mean, honestly, you know, I'm excited about launching Rainbow Brute, and I'm sure that you are equally as excited about launching.
We are launching. Hail Caesar.
Welcome to Sexy
He was the
Party
brute.
with your host Antonio and Ethan.
Now, guys, Vestige #1. I mean, again, we were talking about this. This is Donald Delay. Donald's still in the chat, but Donald's really quiet, you know.
He's an angel.
I can be.
The art is not quiet though. I really like the Vestige art. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Antonio.
No, I had to back it. I had to get it.
Can we just pause? I mean, you know what, Caesar? All the time, you know, you're promoting other projects, but can we hear a little bit about where you're at with Cyberfrog? I mean, what's the, you know, I seen the art coming out. Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, you are working through the pain right now, no?
Yeah, I didn't work at all yesterday. Not at all. I mean, I couldn't get out of bed. I was just racked with fever and shivers, chills, aches. But I got up and I did a little work today. And what do I have to do? I got 2 pages. Well, I got a page and a half left to go. So 2 pages need to be completed. And one of them, I swear to God, I want to hire somebody to do this for me. I really do. I don't want to draw this page, but I'm going to have to do it. This one page is a Mack truck that's set upon by many wasps, and it's veering out of control, and it smashes into another truck, causing an enormous explosion because that truck has a bomb in it. And that page is going to be a pain in the ass to draw. There's one thing that people have to know: drawing vehicles like cars in a comic book. You know, car chases they're really hard to do. It's hard to show movement of a car in a comic book.
Well, I remember you drew that. Was it a Ford Taurus or a Mercury Sable, right? It was a green one, right? So cars are not a problem for you. Automotive vehicles are not a problem for you, but it's the movement. Is that it?
It's the movement. It's the we got to make this. And again, these are artistic problems. I mean, Mike is probably really good. Mike, do you like drawing trucks and cars and everything?
I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy drawing anything else.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, it's just not fun.
Let's be real. Nobody in this chat is Sean Murphy.
Yeah, Sean Murphy draws
totally.
a good movement of vehicles. I have to say, and he'd be good inspiration for this. But it isn't fun, and it still has to be done. So this is the thing: not everything that you do for a comic book is something that you want to do. A lot of people are like, "Hey, I like to draw pinups of Spider-Man. Surely I'm ready to do a comic book." I'm like, "Well, can you draw a helicopter crashing into George Washington Bridge? Yes or no?" You know, it's like if you can't do that, you're not ready for comics. You have to be ready and able to draw anything.
Right.
So,
did you ever see that movie Swordfish?
no, I didn't see it.
So parts of it.
Yeah, it's got basically Wolverine. Wolverine is the
It's
hacker.
famous for
in
one
it.
thing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. You seen it, Mike? Wolverine is the hacker in it.
I didn't remember the plot. I only remembered 2 things about that
It
movie.
didn't have a plot.
No, it did. It was Cecil Hale, brother Hale.
Hello.
Hi, Cecil.
I'm for Cecil in the chat.
I'm just jumping in and out because I'm driving right now. I just want to remind everybody I will be on High Council later. Antonio did a great Game of Thrones video the other day.
Thank you.
And also one of your tweets inspired a video that I got over 300,000 views on it. So that's you.
Holy shit. All right.
Wow. Congratulations, brother.
That's great, man. 300,000 views.
Yes.
That's groovy.
The whole world is going to want a piece of you, but we're going to hold you, Cecil. We want to keep you in ComicsGate. We don't want the whole world to take you, brother.
There's enough to go around for the whole world, unfortunately.
Sexy. I love it.
All right. I will see you guys in a little while.
He's on the
care.
High
All right,
Council
Cecil.
tonight,
Yeah,
guys.
Cecil.
High Council is going to be here. I'll probably close out this stream pretty soon, take a break, and get ready to do the High Council. But I do want to talk about Cyberfrog for a minute. Cyberfrog Blood Honey.
Yep. I mean, you're working through all that, the pain there. I mean, you're taking ounce after ounce of this cough syrup, but you just keep going.
Yeah. I gotta get this thing done, and not only that, I gotta stay in touch with you guys. I told Andrea, I was just like, I gotta get down there and stream and talk to everyone, or else I'm just going to, doing your live streams. Mike knows it's a skill. You've got to stay in touch. You've got to stay groovy. It is important. So I wanted to do this live stream, and at the same time, I want to tell you, I mean, Cyberfrog Blood Honey is almost finished. It's going to the printer. And I'm really excited. You guys are going to have your copies in July. It just seems like a dream. Once I see these shiny books, I'm probably going to weep. But one thing we are going to do is we are going to do a gigantic Cyberfrog Clearinghouse live stream where I'm going to draw the very last panel in front of you guys.
Yes.
So,
celebrate Cyberfrog Celebration 9000.
Yeah, you guys will have to do most of the talking. But I'm going to do I'm going to do the last panel in front of you, and then hopefully we'll sell some more copies. This book is it's a labor of love. I really hope you guys like it. I mean, it's it's the best I could do. And that I say that humbly. I mean, it is the best I could do, and I really did enjoy every minute of it. I know it took a long time, but I think every page of it is glorious. Every
can I say
page of
something?
it. Yes.
I know you say it takes a long time, but you brought us along the journey. Every day you was throwing out pages for everybody to see. Quality pages, nice artwork, colors, and everything. You always kept us updated. So
that's right, like fleas on the back of a great wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think first of all, I waited to really start it until like September. I was just kind of doing little bits and pieces of it here and there, but it is the best I can do. And
Helps when you have someone cracking a whip behind you, doesn't it?
Yeah. People, comic skaters know exactly what the situation is with Cyberfrog, but not everybody does yet.
Right.
Cyberfrog is going to do a bunch of different things, but the one thing that it's really going to do is break the hearts and spirits and backs of SJWs. Why? Because SJWs foolishly believed that they could stop me from doing anything, that they could gatekeep me from the mainstream. SJWs believed in their arrogance that gossip, whisper-mongering fear campaigns and threats could keep somebody as incredibly gifted as me out of the comic book industry.
And humble.
And you handed them L after L after L.
And that is not possible. And I've said over and over again, I will never work for DC Comics again, except in some kind of capacity of leadership.
Right.
I'm not drawing Green Lantern again. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm never working for the mainstream unless I'm actually in some capacity running things. And that's the situation that they don't they still haven't grasped that yet. I don't think fully.
I wouldn't even do that.
I've got other plans.
Neil,
Don't get me wrong, Mike. I've got other plans, and I think some of them. But I mean, this is the thing. They were hoping that they could marginalize ComicsGate. They were hoping that they could marginalize us. They were hoping that they could keep us from their little club, their insular little club. What they didn't count on was that all the while we were gathering and assembling an army of fans. An army of supporters, an army of incredible creative people who are producing incredible work.
Facts.
And that is something
continues to grow.
That continues to grow.
Right.
And what they also didn't realize was that the people who hand out the jobs, the people who publish the comics, the people who write the checks, were looking at us enviously because we can do this and they can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell you this, Cyberfrog Blood Honey is going to break their hearts. It's going to break their spirits. And it is going to change the comic book industry.
They're women.
Yeah, women love you and men want to be you.
Well, I don't know about any of that, but I am interested in making opportunities possible for people who are brave, people who speak the truth about what they believe, people who stand up to bullies,
Yes.
I'm interested in making the comic book industry open and profitable for everyone who would like to use it simply to make money and entertain people, and for no other reason. And that is my purpose.
I want to make it safe. How many guys do we know who are afraid to say anything because their paychecks will dry up? You know, I want to make it.
I know of at
safe
least
for
5.
people.
Mike, are you a generous lover?
Let me read these super chats. I don't want to know. Donut Swan.
I give all I got, but that ain't much.
Ro,
You are Asian.
let me read these. Hush. Donut Swan says, Ro, drop the Hydra past the 64-bit encryption. David Sutherland says, keep your fitness goals. Will help your cold. Yeah, I will. I got fat over the past couple of months. I've been eating pie. Arts 1984 says, hey EVS, did you like the Wolverine Hawkeye in Endgame? I didn't see Endgame yet. People are perplexed by that. You know, when I say that I don't like superhero movies, I actually mean it, and I really don't. I don't enjoy them. When I watch them, I'm like, okay, you know, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta go see that. I really do prefer horror movies. You know, I don't know. That's just my taste. Superhero movies. I see Hollywood do like taking over our characters, you know, and trying to do them, and I don't like it. Eric Weathers says Oz meets G.I. Joe. Sign up for Operation Zephyr mailing list today. OperationZephyr.com. That's a great looking book. Sierra Whiskey says, did someone say Operation Zephyr? Sign me up. I'm telling you, Work Campaign is super supportive. Super supportive.
Like a Wonder Bra.
Yes. They're out there, you know, promoting. Oh, hey, Zach's here. Comics Matter with your boy Zach. He says open and profitable for everyone. That is correct.
Love
Tug's
that.
here too. If you hadn't,
Get in here, Zach.
Oh, Tug's in here. Hey, Tug, how you doing?
Hey there. I'm just watching the insanity roll up as somebody has started a litigation fund to go after Yellow Flash, and I guess the rest of us. It's getting so crazy, man. I don't know if you've seen this yet. Oh,
this is interesting news. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
So the leader of the people that have gone after. Well, you did a video, Mars Girl, the person that started up #KickVic. Started up a GoFundMe today to obtain legal counsel and all of that. They've already been threatening to go after Yellow Flash. Well, I guess they're threatening to go after several individuals. So I'm assuming they're threatening most of us that have been involved there.
Bring on that orangutan.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying, you want game on.
Yeah, like she is the perpetrator of harassment and abuse. If she wants to sue people for standing up to her, I think she's got something coming. And you know, we will again. People like Mars Girl. This is just an opportunity for ComicsGate and AnimeGate and Weeb Wars to just stand up and say nope. Not at all. And if you come after us, I am telling you, ComicsGate has deep pockets when it comes to protecting ourselves from abuse like this. Yeah. Deep pockets. You saw what we did for your boy Zach. You saw what we did for Jeremy Hambley. I'm telling you right now, Mars Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get me involved. Don't get me involved in this. If you come after my friends, don't get me involved because it's going to be trouble.
That's the thing. They don't understand true. You know, it tells you what quality their friends are. So when she apparently was, you know, that post that you covered, it was supposed to just be with her and her friends. She called for doxing Yellow Flash, and her friends thought this is so messed up. Her close personal friends leaked it. So. Yeah, they don't understand the idea of actually having friends out there.
Well, we are your friends, Tug, as you know. We consider you, even though you are AnimeGate, you're also ComicsGate. And ComicsGate would stand beside you. ComicsGate would make sure that if you were being harassed legally by this monster, we would raise money for you. And we would raise enough money for you to ruin her night. You know? So...
It's going to be interesting. Oh man, I've actually, when I first got a taste of just a little taste of what you guys go through, like yourself and yourself, Zach, and others, I thought, my God, I mean, Mike, everybody, you guys have been aimed at, deplatformed, all kinds of things. It's absolutely crazy. But now I think I'm getting a taste of that other side where you get to the point where you're like, hey, this is actually, in a way, it's kind of fun to stick up that middle finger and say, game on, man. Game on.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think that we're in the right. If we were in the wrong, I wouldn't support your boy Zach if he were wrong.
Right.
He's right. I wouldn't support Jeremy Hambley if he were wrong, but he is right. And I wouldn't support you if you were in the wrong, but you are right. And we're always right. We will not, I don't think we're going to let ourselves get pushed around. All right, let me look up this legal defense fund by Mars Girl.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's here, I'll drop it in Twitter so it's easy to find.
Hey, Tug, since you're anime gate and ComicsGate, does that make you gate sexual?
Gate sexual. There, I dropped it in.
What's it called? Is it a GoFundMe?
It is a GoFundMe, yeah.
And it's called Mars Girl GoFundMe?
Let's see. Just call it, help with legal fees. That's actually what it's like, WFF68G, help with legal fees. So I wouldn't have found it without someone else pointing it out to me.
Why is this so dumb? Why didn't you put Mars Girl in there?
Yeah, I mean, well, but your name is, if you use your name actually has value. I don't know how much value that name has anymore.
Mars Girl, I can't find it.
She used her real name, Cat. Here, I can pull it up if you want me to.
Oh yeah, you pull it up.
All right, give me 1 minute.
Tug, have you checked your backer tracker?
Backer tracker? No, I'm not. I checked my. I just checked where I'm at. We're at 55,240 now. Actually, we moved again. Every time they do something stupid, we move. Even higher. So, thank you, Ren. Thank you, Mars Girl, and of course, thank you for real to all the backers. I mean, seriously, all joking aside, thank you to all the backers.
That is power.
If you want to know, it's you're trending to make $71,616.
All right.
In month one,
I never thought.
In month one.
Yeah, by the end of your campaign.
I never thought about it. I never thought about going this high at it. So, like I said, genuinely, I'm humbled by that idea. And it shows ComicsGate. It shows that these people, I've been told by a lot of these folks, if you would have, one person hit me up the other day and said, if you would have just stayed in your lane and you would have gone instead of joining up with those hate mongers, those outrage crowd, that you could have done it the right way. You could have actually gone in. And I thought, yeah, you would have helped me fail. That would have been nice. I could have stayed in my lane. If I ever did anything, you would have just helped me fail. But instead, I can point out, hey, what's going on with the industry. I can stand with an audience that stands with me. I can stand with pros that'll stand with me and succeed. Tough call there. Really tough call.
Well, here we got it. I've got the camera fixed on you, Tug, and we got help with legal fees. She's raised $60 of her $1,500 goal. Now,
yeah, she'll start raising a little more as she gets out there. I'm sure. They've probably been in contact with the other brigaders by now. She actually uses her. I'll just call her Mars Girl, but this is why it's harder for people to find. And it's more of a shot. It's open ended. This is not just talking about. It's not just talking about Yellow Flash. So it's hey everyone, my name is, I'll call her Mars Girl. I've been creating online content for more than a decade and have been a large supporter of fan community culture for as long as I can remember. I will keep this straightforward as possible to prevent any form of misunderstanding. This campaign is specifically for the base amount that is necessary for me to retain a legal service necessary to me to begin a process of a defamation suit. This defamation is against me by several individuals, so you can figure out who all is in that, who have targeted me specifically to be the recipient of harassment in multiple forms. For over 3 months, I've become the target of these individuals for standing with those who have accused a certain figure in the voice acting industry from sexual misconduct. As a result, several individuals have used their platforms to launch a concentrated campaign of character assassination against myself, including the telling of many untruths and monetarily profiting off my image without my express permission. So then she goes on to explain the $1,500 is for an initial retainer. She'll do the best to pay out of pocket when costs arise, although she says, I don't have the legal means to do so.
What's 1,500 gonna get her? That's nothing.
1,500. Yeah, 1,500.
Cease and desist letter, maybe. That's
a legal retainer. She's looking at 8,000 to 10,000, and honestly, it's infuriating. It is absolutely infuriating how backwards she has things. I mean, this is a person who has decided to make it her life to go after Vic Mignogna and see to it that his life is ruined. And she has made that her goal. And if you don't understand what's going on, Vic Mignogna is a voice actor. He's a popular voice actor who works on Dragon Ball Z. Vic Mignogna is a Christian. Vic Mignogna is probably a Republican, although I can't really say. But he is an open Christian who would sometimes have prayers during his panel discussions, okay?
God forbid.
Yes. So he has infuriated a number of SJWs who work within and without of the voice acting industry. And they've decided that now is the time to target him. They have decided to target him using his tendency to give hugs and sometimes kisses on the cheek to his fans when they want photographs or when they want to meet him. They've decided to call this sexual harassment and sexual assault when he kisses them on the cheek. This is outrageous, but they are able to. This is what SJWs do. They're able to make enough noise. They got him fired from all of his jobs. They have destroyed his reputation. They've destroyed his life, and they will not stop. Now, a lot of people have decided to start a hashtag called I Stand With Vic. Umbrella Guy is one of them. Yellow Flash is another. Nick Rekieta. These people are doing everything they can to raise money to sue people like Mars Girl, Kaylin Saucedo, to stop her and discourage others from ever doing this again to another human being. She needs to be punished badly. She obviously doesn't have a parent who would spank her for bullying someone like this. I think the legal system needs to spank her for bullying someone like this. And that is what we have endeavored to do. Nick Rekieta started up a legal fund to raise money for Nick Rekieta or for Vic Mignogna so that he can begin to win back his badly damaged reputation that is now, it just seems tattered beyond repair. Why? Because he gives hugs to his fans. In the meantime, if this monster, if this bucktooth weirdo beaver face monster wants to come after my friends and wants to come after members of ComicsGate who are simply telling her to go find something else to do, we will raise money to defend them and to launch a countersuit that will double her trouble. And that's a promise. That is a promise. ComicsGate will stand behind Umbrella Guy, Yellow Flash, and Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta, if necessary. That guy's doing pretty good. To raise enough money to hire legal counsel to sue her for her perpetual and unceasing bullying and abuse. Now, none of this would have happened if she just would have found something else to do with her life other than torture a Christian voice actor in the anime community.
Yeah,
none of this would happen.
They planned on there was a spreadsheet that was put together, and if we don't, this line is very important to draw because you can go and look this spreadsheet up. It started out with 34 names they were planning on targeting. They openly talked about moving on to the next and the next because that's what they've done it in entertainment for so long. No one has drawn a line and said, hell no, we can't keep doing this. So they had 34 names on a spreadsheet that were collected with media help and on. Like I said, they even covered it. Kotaku talked about it and how necessary it was. That has ballooned up to over 70 names. If people don't draw a line in the sand, they can come after anyone. And again, all we're talking about here is due process. We're not talking about whether a person is guilty or innocent. We're presuming that they're innocent until they get their day in court. For that, people like Yellow Flash, you can see where this same person has targeted his videos, has talked about him being a very dangerous person, says that he buys comics to stab female characters through their pages, through their breasts, has talked about him being mentally unstable, to shop this idea again and again that he is doing more than providing criticism. And that just shows you what type of people you're dealing with. They think that They think they can operate with impunity. They thought they could go out and they could start a hashtag that, again, some of these people that have done this, they openly admitted that if they would have just let the company alone, the company would not have fired that man. They would have just fallen by the wayside. And it's what it did. You know, they chose the release of one of the biggest movies out there within anime to go after a guy. They chose it then. But again, they thought they would move on. I mean, 70 people. People need to wake up to this reality. You know, they've gone after conventions. They've gone after voice. It's the same damn thing we saw in comics. It's beyond disgusting. I'm sick of them. I literally, you know, if they want to play the game with doxing on, they can have my dox, but I will put it on a fucking lawsuit. I will ship it to them. They can know exactly who I am, but they will pay a very high premium to know exactly who I am.
We are the line in the sand. I mean, we're it. I mean, they can threaten companies. You know, they can. Companies are just protecting themselves by firing Vic Mignogna to shut them up. But we're it. I mean, we're people like us. You know, that's all there is. Because SJWs will continue to do this for power. We got to make it stop. Let me read some super chats here. Timecode Mechanic says, "Hey guys, don't forget about the supernatural sci-fi adventure, sci-fi action mystery graphic novel Epitaph Bread and Salt. Our women are still hot and the guys are still cool." Donuts One says, "Ro, drop the Hydra past the 64-bit encryption." Let's see. David Sutherland says, "I'm suing you, EVS, for stealing all the awesome." Well, they're all in here with me. Septinov 7 of 9 said, "Nasser killed me. Abai abducted me, and Cyberfrog remembered me. This has been fun. I'm happy to be a part of it." Mark Fraser says, "Can't we just be Justice Gate? We're all under fire. War." John David says, "Weebs stand together." Rodent Slayer says, 2 days left to get A Song of Mice and Fur on Indiegogo. Andrew Jackson was based. Chiang Kai-shek and Pinochet did nothing wrong, he says. A Song of Mice and Fur. I don't necessarily agree with that, but okay. Greer Quack England says, "So much stupid, so much monetization." Donuts One says, "Everyone go and check out Mars Girl's new project on GoFundMe, Operation Heifer. All these people do is scam. She's not suing anyone, probably buying feed." Gimp Rider says, "Only at $1,500 goal." Septinov 7 of 9 says, "I will rise again with villainous intent in the pages of Hero, Blood of Patriots, live on Indiegogo." Bizarro says, "Who the F gave her $60? Better have been for a BJ by her cute friend."
Whoa.
That's harsh. Zoivod says, "I'm at the breaking point with SJWs. Man wants to make a book to support his family. Leave the guy alone, for God's sake. Support Tug. He's a good egg." And I couldn't agree more. I am going to have to go now. Take a little break because we're coming back at 9 p.m. right here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets with the High Council, Geeks and Gamers, and Cecil and Jeff from World Class Bullshitters to talk about all things Marvel and Star Wars. Absolutely appreciate you guys for being in the chat. Thanks for the super chats. And thank you, my ComicsGate pals, for joining me on the stream.
Hail Caesar. Hail
Thanks
Caesar.
for having me on.
Get better, EVS.
My pleasure. All right, guys. See you in a little bit.